Yeah. I want to call this one Black Boys Anthem.
By any means necessary.
This goes out to all God's sons.
We're shedding blood now. We're being killed.
That's for us. Niggas like me. Y'all niggas be tearing down, crucifying, slandering, and killing. Yeah, all that shit.
What it is.
Yo.
Check it out with y'all. What's good, y'all? This is the Father, the Son, and the Trolley Ghost. That is where I like to troll you niggas with the truth. Niggas be trolling with the truth.
You know it.
I'm your host, Heru.
It's Reek.
And, yeah, man. Good things moving. We're moving along. Community growing a little bit. Yo, for other things, people might be interested in more. Y'all check out the book Dark Truth.
Ooh,
man.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I don't know if you can even see it, but y'all check this out. And
the green screen.
Yeah, the green screen. I get it, cause it's black. But
yeah,
science and technology. But anyway. It's available Amazon.com, Walmart.com. Check out HeruTheFirstSon.com. Got the audio book, My Time on Rikers Island, Cell Therapy. It's pretty good. Yeah, I should check it out. Another thing too, Cell Therapy is a bit of a sonic experiment as far as audio book. And what I did is, I made a lot of beats, and so the narration is set with a soundtrack in the background that kind of gives each section a mood, and it's like listening to it's like a little movie where you get to walk through my time in the island with me. So y'all check that out, and check out the music too. It can be accessed at HeruTheFirstSon.com or Bandcamp.com. Heru the First Son, y'all check it out. Tracks be like $1, $1.50. I want to check one out. What's $1, $1.50? See, maybe you find something new. Especially if you resonate with the energy of the show. So
there's a little bit more in there for you.
Yeah, there's a little bit more, and you might enjoy it. So today, I'm gonna do a special. We're going to do a Father-Son Trolley Ghost special, hip-hop special, actually. And we're going to...
This was quickly put together.
Yeah, because I had to... This Puffy, this 50 Cent's movie, The Reckoning, I got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because... And the reason I want to focus on that in this episode is not just to be salacious and just be, in niggas' business, right? But, Puff is so integral to hip-hop for such a long time, and really was so integral to kind of pushing it in the direction that we now find it where it is today, that film is hip-hop history. Possibly black history. It's important like that because that's how much anybody can look out at what's happening today with the YNs, all of the, not trying to be funny or nothing, but like niggas, everybody looks like Lil Wayne and yada, yada, yada. It's like, this is the direction that was set, and that nigga, I don't know if any one person did as much damage to hip-hop single-handedly as that man Puff from after watching that movie. So it's a cautionary tale. It's a where did we go wrong? And almost more than anything else, why I wanted to focus in on that is that it is a real-time example of every motherfucking aspect of this podcast that I talk about. Every aspect of it is represented in that story, in Puff's story, and that story told in The Reckoning. Everything I talk about here is represented from some angle at some point in the movie, because that shit is like a great picture of the black dysfunction and but not just any black dysfunction. Hear me out, because y'all niggas is quick to shit on hood niggas and people who don't have money, when this is a great example of that. All of that dysfunction that y'all niggas don't call, and that does way more damage than the little petty shit niggas be doing in the street. Because niggas like that control the culture from overhead.
Way up there.
Yeah. And that shit, you know, these niggas will kill you for $1 now because it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Right?
That is true. You know, as I was watching it, I was noticing, like, you know, him. Well, we all know, you know, the Tupac and Biggie shit. You know, that spiraled the whole rivalry between East Coast and West Coast. And like watching that, you see that this nigga basically is the orchestrator
of the whole shit, and look how much damage just that shit. And he was fucking with everybody. Like, Suge had a great reason to want to, you know, like, what's this nigga out? Ooh, when I get my hands on
this nigga. That's how he thinking.
When I get my hands on that motherfucker.
He just hoping he can get in the same cell as this nigga right now.
Right. And it's like, and niggas took that shit and it just turned into, you know, it ripped hip hop into sections. Really, before that, I don't know if niggas was really like, oh, this is South rap, or this is West Coast rap. Like, niggas was kind of, nigga Eric Sermon was saying that, like, niggas could move freely. There wasn't no beef. And like, I remember very early in hip hop hearing Too Short, all from Oakland in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, way before Mad Niggas was on. Like, he was really early on. So, it wasn't really like that until that happened. And that nigga was the entire, looked like to me, the orchestrated from the beginning to the end. And
all the way through.
Why did he do it? And when you look at that, yo, bitch ass nigga, this nigga, God knows what he was doing with Big once he got, because now you got to look back at shit, right? And kind of look at it with a different eye. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of niggas be forgetting, or, you know, we was all the same age at that time, but these niggas was children, B. You know what I'm saying? These niggas was younger than you when they died. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Puff was manipulating Big. Who knows what kind of fuckery he had going on with Big, because this nigga was just on that type gay-ass time, and he had money. And this is the shit I be talking about when you get to worshiping money and shit like that. And then look, the nigga Kurt was like, nigga was threatened by Pac because of Pac's relationship with Big. Okay? In other words, like a hoe, right? This nigga's best friend is Big, but Big got... And Pac was already Big mentor before you really got your claws in him like that, right? So this nigga Puff, he got his cash cow. He's also a bitch, and this is his best friend and all of that. And then on the other hand, Pac don't fuck with this nigga because he see that he a faggot nigga from the beginning. Because, listen, all of y'all niggas can act like you don't, Puff this and that. But when niggas like me was telling you this nigga was a homo, right? That this nigga was no good. That all that shiny suit shit was some fucking bullshit. It wasn't hip hop. And that shit was not good for the culture. When we was telling y'all that, y'all was on the Puff bandwagon. So don't, you know, all you niggas and you, especially you bitches right now that want to, you know, act like Puff is, even them bitches in the goddamn film, like, all I seen was a bunch of motherfuckers, debaucherous motherfuckers doing a bunch of shit. And then when the damn, you know, and Puff was enabling the whole shit and making it all glamorous.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, because for the people who, hopefully we're not spoiling too much, but they got to a certain point where they started speaking to the jurors, the grand jury.
Jurors saw the same shit.
That Indian nigga was well level headed,
Yeah,
bro.
the
Indian nigga was on it. That nigga
the
said,
Indian
"You don't
nigga
get to.
like, it don't take one hand to clap it. You need two, baby.
You need two hands to do it." He's like, "Yeah, you can't just sit
Yeah.
and benefit from the goodness, and then now everything come
Now
down.
everything,
You wanna."
yeah, he was kicking the balloon. That
Kicking mad
nigga was
sauce in there.
he was cooking in that bitch.
Damn, man.
Like, listen, we came to this decision because, you know, like, these niggas is all benefiting off this money and this fame and this wealth. You can't cry now. Y'all was doing this. This is what y'all always doing. And that's what I saw, too. Bunch of niggas high on life, violating each other. And that's just that. Y'all niggas got paid already for your work.
Oh, we talking about Lil Rod.
Yo,
Lil Rod, his story was too funny, dude. I'm like, he said, I woke up some days with the ladies, and some days I woke up next to him.
In the bed. I'm like, this nigga.
Your butt.
This nigga little, this nigga Lil Rob, man. I just, you know, it's like, even him, like, he was really a victim, but he was because he was a bitch ass nigga. Like, listen, the first time a nigga, I don't care how much money you got, I don't care what career you can offer me. The first time you turn a movie on with a white man,
some nigga.
We not kicking it no more.
He said, I'm trying to figure out how this is part of the music industry, and I'm like,
nigga, you know exactly how it's a part of the industry. You was willing to do anything you had to do to see your vision, you know, manifested in the mainstream. And I understand.
Right, because that is
I don't agree,
one of the reasons.
But I understand.
That is what they kept saying. We was trying to feed one wolf other than the other to keep the culture going forward. That was one of the terminologies they wanted to. I think.
Listen, man,
Christina or whatever.
Yeah.
Tried to use.
And it's funny because that shit that went on between Puff, Big, and Suge, with Puff, Suge, Big, Tupac, that whole shit. Now, you know, it's obvious, but I just have to say it. Like, that was a battle for the soul of the culture. And the wrong nigga won.
Oh, yeah, the whole bitch niggas won.
Bitch niggas won. Like, this nigga Puff. And then if you go back and you look at, and this is, again, why, like, this whole nigga's origin story, his villain origin story, even though, you know, his pops got murdered before he could raise the boy. And so, even though it's not a story of a bitch stealing the kid from a nigga, like, it is a story of a young man having to grow up with just his mother because of the circumstances, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, Janice was wild.
Oh, yeah.
She was a wild Harlem bitch, you know what I'm saying, when she was young. That's just a fact, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their past. All our grandmas and mamas, so it's not disrespect. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like, and that's what it showed. You know what I mean? Shit, Fifth Moms was wild. He'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing all of the characters in this story have in common, including myself.
Niggas' moms
Fatherless
is wild.
home. You know, no father. Pac. His pops wasn't able to be there. I think he had some extra masculine reinforcement, but shit, Candace Owens showed that little video of him as like a young man before he started to get his edge like that, and you know, he looked suspect. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that does. And I remember Pac's evolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came out, he was extra positive. You know what I'm saying? Afro, and he still had that little thing in him though, cause it's the video I get around. Ooh, we gotta come back to that. Cause we was talking about that earlier. But the video I get around, you saw Pac. He was, doing his ladies man thing. But he did a lot of shit like Brenda's Have a Baby, Dear Mama, like all of those woman centric tracks that I'm not gonna say they was bad, but like hip hop, right? Now that I look back on, and I said this on the first episode that we talked specifically about hip hop, like that was supposed to be the boys' locker room. That's what it was there for. That's what it was created for. Because, again, women had infiltrated the church. All the music out at that time was Baby, Baby, like, or Freak Neat, or, Freak Like Me shit.
I Want to Love You. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. When nobody talking too much real shit, you might have heard Last Poets or some underground ass, that nobody really knows about. But, and then, last but not least, like this was the age. It was already very androgynous style in the seven discos era, 70s, all of that going into the 80s. Niggas was getting, they was already getting, pushing niggas to where they pushing them now on that gay shit. So when hip hop hit the scene, boom, it was like made niggas want to be men, like aggressively be men again. You know what I'm saying? And signify as men and represent as men, not in that funny, we got a man bag, that's okay, way that niggas be doing now, right? And that's what was going on then, right? So, there were attempts from the very beginning to start getting in there and doing that same thing, and they had to work on it for a while before they got it to where it is now, but same agenda. So,
Damn. So no man bags, no satchels.
Yeah, like, well, the point I'm getting at is Tupac.
I was just.
Yeah, no.
That was.
I mean, hell no. If you ask me straight up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. No satchels.
No satchel. None of that shit. What is that?
What is a satchel? Okay, facts.
It's a shoulder. It's a strap. It's shoulder bag. It's a strap. That's what. Like, niggas got pockets. When do we start? Like, bitches need that because they don't have pockets in a lot of their clothes. Like, we ain't supposed to have that, nigga. We're supposed to have anyway. My point in bringing that up, though, is Pac's evolution. Boom, you doing all of that stuff. That shit come from being raised by your mama, right? Mm-hmm. Boom. What happens? You start getting money. You start getting, your profile starts to raise in the world. And women start showing you what reality looks like. Right? Not what your mother taught you, right? And your father couldn't tell you what reality looks like, right? In the way that he would want to do it, whatever that might be. I got my style. Other niggas got their styles. But if you do not address that with your son, if you keep running, all you niggas out here that want women to be angels to your son, you're setting them up. Because that is why Pac's rhetoric changed, because reality don't look like that. Especially when you a man with something to take. Okay? Reality don't look like that. So by the time that nigga got out, you know what I'm saying, from the rape case and getting shot at the Quad Studio and all that, that was a really bad time for that nigga. But when he got out, got with Shook and all that, you ain't hear no more music like that. You ain't hear him over glamorizing and over praising women. Like, he's like, yo, bitch, if you gotta act right for me to respect you. You know what I'm saying? It's a necessity. You don't get that just because you have a vagina. You know what I'm saying? And you could see that had changed in pop, right?
Okay.
Right. So, again, every person in the story, damn near, I don't know Suge's background, but this is what we all share. And so, again, this is what I be talking about in this shit. So what did that lead to? Janice raised Puff to do what women do. Worship money. And so you see in that fucking film, there are even people that I see in, like Dawn. No, not Dawn. Kalina. There's people I see in that film that kind of might have been on Puff's side, Puff might have needed to help him, but you did what? You didn't pay a goddamn soul. And that's the biggest thing that I see
right? That faggot ass money grabbing, you don't look out for the people, but you keep faking and doing all this fucking playing and joking with all the money from the people. You won't even pay niggas, so you niggas could go, okay, if that's what you want to do with your life, fine. Let niggas get paid right? So other niggas could go and do what they may do something better for the people. Like, you a bitch ass nigga doing business like that. That's the shit that I was looking at. And that faggot
I was looking at that
got,
too.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, like, out of everything, that should have been
right. That was the shit. Like, somebody would have did the world a favor if they would have went off of their natural impulse. And that's why I start coming back to nature more than all of this fake etiquette shit that they got us on. Like, you should never hit a woman. No, a bitch should never, ever cross me because I'm not a man to be crossed, okay? That's what should never happen, you know what I'm saying, if you want to fucking survive. Because if somebody had went off of that instinct with that nigga, you would have saved a lot of people from a lot of pain and a lot of temptation that they put themselves in a lot of pain, which is what I saw. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil just is the devil, Puff, you know. He just give you the ability to be your worst self.
Yep, pretty much.
They couldn't put no RICO trafficking, but ain't nobody see no force. That's what the devil does, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So you could blame Puff, you could blame the sun, the moon, and the stars, but at the end of the day, he just activating something that's already fucked up in you.
It don't take nothing already that's in you to get brought it out.
Right.
It's just a test, you know.
Right. So by doing that, he tempted the whole culture off the rails. Like, this wasn't just Capricorn Claw. This wasn't just This wasn't just this. Yeah. It wasn't just. No, you took the whole culture, and look how many real niggas he tore down in the process. Killed Pop. You know what I'm saying? Got Pop killed. You know what I'm saying? Got Big killed. Killed Biggie. One of the both. You know what I'm saying? Shine. Sent that nigga. He finished. You know what I'm saying?
Sent him up the road.
Mace ran. Mace got the fuck out of there. And he stopped. He don't want to do it no more. Like, look how many people. How much talent. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, these ain't the only people in the world, but you had the reins of the culture.
That nigga Craig never got paid, dude. That's crazy.
Craig killed Craig, because I feel like he killed Craig Mack, because Craig was like, man, he wasn't big. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, I ain't with this shit, nigga. What the fuck? Where's my money, though? Like, I'm on man time, my nigga. And I'm not sure, like, you know, whatever they had going on, man. Again, you got to look at a lot of shit different now. Because I look at man, that shit was just terrible. Especially what he did to Big and Pac. Because you could tell them niggas was like, Pac really fucked with Big, man.
Yeah.
That was his little man. Like, he was trying to see that nigga come up, bring that nigga out. Yeah.
Yeah, they said they ain't never seen someone else so happy.
So happy for another nigga's success. That's a big statement. Because that's hard to do. Like, that's a testament to Pac's character, number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up and down. That's a testament to his character. It's a testament to their relationship. And Big, you know, I saw it when it was happening, but even in this film, it showed me more. And then if you really think about it, outside of Who Shot Ya, which probably Puff talked Big into putting that out or doing that when they did it or whatever. But Big didn't want no fucking, he didn't want to be enemies with Pac. Like, even after Faith and all of that came out, you didn't hear Big like really going too hard.
Right.
you know, on the Jay-Z and Big joint, he had one little shot he threw out there. Like, Big wasn't doing that. He wasn't on it like Pac. He was, and even though Pac was being a wild antagonist, I understand why now, because he was being deceived.
Yeah, then they got shot up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, I've been around niggas after they get shot up. son, nigga be paranoid, son. After they get shot, a nigga get shot and he survive and he healing up and shit. And he get this nigga. He's
the most
dangerous.
paranoid nigga
The
in the
nigga
world.
is dangerous. He's ready to kill any because he's like, yo, I got to do it before you do it. That shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucking shit hurt. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna do it first.
You gonna feel this first.
Now you gonna take this mother, not me this time. Like that nigga be dangerous after they get shot. Straight up.
He like an animal backed in the corner.
Yeah, I've seen it firsthand.
A wounded animal backed in the corner.
Know it very well. Couple niggas, a lot of niggas. Like that's how a nigga be. That's his whole mentality. Nigga walking around with K's, 2 Desert Eagles. Niggas be like,
that nigga carrying more weight than he supposed to.
yo, nigga be 100 pounds. Blow himself away with that.
Yeah.
Start flying. Yeah, but he got all kind of artillery on him. He got a vest too.
This nigga, yeah, he ain't playing. Definitely got a vest.
Niggas be investing in their safety at that point. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that nigga was like, you can't tell me. All them niggas was up in there and I got shot. Just me.
Mm-hmm. Just me.
Yeah, y'all niggas did that shit. I don't know
Yeah.
who, how, but yeah, fuck all of you niggas. That's how he was feeling.
Yeah, and like you said, he already was trying to. They already said he was trying to like do some work with him, and that nigga wasn't. So you know, he already just felt like nigga was just.
It was like, you know, that was
energy,
like Batman
really.
and the Joker.
Batman and the Joker.
Pac was like Superman, and goddamn Puff was like the Joker. Like, and you know, the wrong nigga won, and now we here. So, what are the morals of the story? You know,
G's up, hoes down.
that's one, because that's what this shit is built on. Hip hop, like when it was Puff, he was one of them that started, you know, elevating the that feminine aesthetic. I ain't gonna say he started putting the
Like the
women
pretty
in front
boy
of
shit.
dudes. Yeah,
No. Oh, I mean, y'all know y'all had like what Kid and Play and shit though, right?
what pretty boy? No, not just pretty boy. It's the part about the materialism. That part of the feminine aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Pretty boy, smooth nigga shit wasn't never a really big problem. It was when niggas started to make hip hop about money. Like Puff. Like before Big and Puff really came, there was those rules that I talked about that hip hop was built on, they were still alive and active and followed and respected. Right?
After he came through, he just flipped that shit.
Well, you know what? There was something else I wanted to touch on too. About the need for men to be men and to have a very masculine stance, especially if you're in a people that's oppressed. Okay, because one of the key things that I remembered and I wanted to get in here too is Puff was not an anomaly. Puff was taught the ways of beating a nigga by another black man, Andre Harrell.
That is true. Andre taught him all the ways to hide the money.
Now, if you remember, there was one part they said, and this is all history. This is not me giving away. It's not spoiler alert. This is just shit that happened. Like, if you don't know nothing about hip hop, then yeah, it's a spoiler. But you know what I'm saying? For niggas who, you know, watch this because it's history for them that they remember, you already know this. Like, the nigga at one point in the joint said,
This ain't no spoiler.
right, it's not. Like, Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell, and Puff. Those were the gatekeepers. There was no way to get to the money in hip-hop unless you went through one of those three faggots. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it. I know I'm not supposed to. I'm going to have to edit it out or whatever. But that was the only way you could get money in hip-hop, okay? For almost the entire history of hip-hop, you had to go through a homo. You know, Chris Lighty and Irv came in, and it got a little bigger. It got a little, you know, that made room for, you know, for Locks to be able to jump off with Puff sinking ship and get on with Swiss and them. And, you know, certain other niggas came in later that gave niggas a way to the money without having to, you know, engage that element. But there was a time where everybody had to go through one of these niggas, and none of them niggas are straight men. Just honestly, like Russell, you know, he had wife and all everybody, but Russell is not a very manly guy. Let's just be honest, at very least. Andre and Puff's story seems very suggestive that Andre and Puff had an intimate relationship. Okay, and Puff is just gay. So, you know,
Lil Rod's story should tell you.
We don't have to question where Puff was. He was willing to fuck anything with a culo. You know what I'm saying? So, these were not the men that the aesthetic of hip hop, it shouldn't have ever been in their hands. But why? Because they knew how to interact with the beast. Because they got the education, they got the programming, they got the downloads that the beast needs you to be running a certain software, right? Which is why you go to college and school for your.
I had it had pointed out in my head like, it's the reason why he got away. Like there was nothing maybe above him that decided to bring him to the forefront is because he's moving just like all the others. You know what I'm saying? What's the white dude that used to throw all the parties? The Jew dude, Henry Weinstein, whatever. I don't know. You know,
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey, right? Yeah. He used to throw. You know,
yeah,
Jeffrey.
Harvey. Jeff,
we got the Jeff. We got the
Harv, Jeff. Like fucking yeah. This is the culture. Like I'm glad you brought it up because this is my thing. Like I got a problem with this whole like just now they dropped the Epstein files and everybody is you know what I mean and I'm just like I had a problem with that the whole time. Even the old Trump every time Trump said something, somebody said drop the Epstein files. You're in the Epstein files, and I'm just like. To me, right, and this is just me, because I be thinking on a different level than niggas. Like, that shit, I don't respect it. And the reason, because y'all be talking about, oh, I want the Epstein files. We want the Epstein files. For what? You already know these people are sick. You've known it for a very long time now. You ain't gonna do shit. You're part of it. You just want some salacious news so you can see names and be like, oh my God, nigga, I don't have to see all of you motherfuckers in there, right? If any of you got any righteousness in you, you an exception to the rule. Cause you can't even be around that shit. Like, especially looking now at shit that's coming out.
There was no way you
wasn't. All the people that's been suggested named, whether it be in Puff shit, whether it be in Epstein shit, whether it be in Weinstein shit, all of these different people names, you can't be there and not at least
be in the same room.
Co-sign this shit.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because everybody around you is in some level, manner, doing some freak shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is some shit I was, my daughter was talking about being rich the other day, and I was trying to, this is what I teach her. This is what I told you the other day, too. It's like when you poor, your challenges in life and your limitations in life come from the outside. Your challenges, the pressure of life comes from the outside. You ain't got enough money. You got bills. You got, oh my God, I got to work, hustle. All of this comes from outside. But when you get rich, all of that kind of goes away a little bit. And your challenges now come from the inside. You have to stop yourself. You have to be able to stop yourself. You have to have morals. You have to have boundaries, not just for people outside of you to keep them back. Man, you got to have boundaries for that animal in you to keep that motherfucker from going out and, just tearing shit up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we were saying you gotta have limits.
you gotta have limits. You gotta have hard boundaries for yourself as a human. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's all of that, the concept of if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything type thing. It's like, if you just a motherfucker that if it's convenient, I'll do it. Life will make a lot of shit that'll fuck you up very convenient for you. That's just how it is.
We going through that now as a group, as a society. Convenience is our number one Achilles heel.
Straight up. I'll do an episode on that one. You know what I mean? Get back to that. But what you see there in that story, and that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling Josh. I was telling my daughter. It's like when you get rich, it's okay to be rich, but you got to know how to tell yourself no. I told her that's why I tell you no a lot.
Yep.
So that you have practice with knowing what it feels like to say no, so that one day when you're when you ain't got to listen to me no more, you know how to tell yourself no. You know what I'm saying? Very important.
Yep.
Okay.
What we could say another angle you wanted to take a look at, like we ain't by the time of us recording this one, we already recorded the other one, but you were saying I remember we was talking about
yeah, the number 2, man.
how he even became to be so great, like
right. So I was going to drop the episode for the number 2, but because of the currency of the reckoning, everybody talking about it now, I want to get this one in. But yeah, the number 2. One thing that Puff had that made Puff, I noticed in the movie, was a good ass number 2. Kurt Barrows. You know what I'm saying? Dude was a good and loyal number 2. And when we do that episode, I really wish I had already dropped that episode, because this would be a great way to dovetail or to illustrate this point. But next episode, you'll get more on it. But having a great number 2, if you're a great man, or if you have potential for greatness, that number 2 is because that's the first person to see your value and get behind it, and that leads to everything else. Again, like that episode, the science behind that number 2, and we're gonna go into that in the next episode deeply. You can't get no further in the numerical sequence without number 2. Okay.
Yep.
So
number 2 is very powerful. Get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Goddamn, put that momentum behind your movement.
Crazy though, he pulled up on bro with the bat, made him give up his only percentage of the fucking. This nigga gonna wait 3 decades. He's gonna wait 3 decades to try to file a lawsuit, and I guess he didn't want to have his own camera in there, so he could have got some footage or something. Like, I don't know. Like, this nigga's doing bad business. You don't want to try to cover yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I don't know what kind of guy. I can tell Kirk is a very passive guy. You know what I mean?
But like even those guys, they kind of set up, or a couple passive guys I know, they might not be wanting confrontation, but niggas just try to set up a contingency. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Kirk was extra loyal though. One thing I seen, like Kirk he was just, and he's a good example. I might need to do one on this concept, but he's a good example of, like, niggas be online talking to, especially hoes, they be online talking to, I need loyalty, loyal nigga, loyal. when bitches be the most unloyal motherfuckers on the planet. But anyway, like they be like niggas be talking this loyalty shit. When I went to prison, I realized what loyalty really is. And Kurt is what loyalty looks like. Because loyalty, right, is actually something you don't have a right to ask nobody for. Because loyalty is something that somebody either has in them or they don't. And the reason that you can't ask nobody for loyalty is because they have the right to self-preservation. Everybody does. And loyalty at its core is when it hurts to fuck with this nigga. When it got that there's no benefit to you at all. Because I was in prison, right? And this is what happens when niggas go to prison. Everybody disappears. You figure out who really fuck with you and who really don't. And even then, you know, you got to see, like, but when there's like your husband gets paralyzed and you just stay with him, right? That's loyalty. Nobody has the right to ask that because, right? Like you got the right to self-preservation.
Yep. Basically, I guess, just to wrap it up, you know, to be loyal to someone else is to put their own self-preservation above yours.
Right. In a lot of ways. Yeah. Maybe not ultimately, but definitely in a lot of ways. As a matter of fact, that's the difference between the loyalty of a man and loyalty of a woman. It don't matter who he fucking. Bitch, if he'll die for you, he's loyal and you need to live for him because you're not going to die for me. You probably can't even die for me. We're just both going to die, right?
That nigga is not going to accept your head for the payment of this debt that this nigga owes. He's going to kill you and then he's going to kill him.
Right. So a woman's loyalty looks like Kurt Burrows. Like even when it hurt, like I'm behind this nigga. This nigga ain't even treating me right. I'm behind this nigga. And that, let's just be honest, y'all. We don't got the right to ask for that from people. Right?
There we go.
So shut the fuck up about loyalty. Really what we need to be focusing on is keeping our words to each other, right? That's the only thing.
That's the strongest loyalty goes right there. If you open your mouth to say to do it, you got a motherfucking
be loyal to your own word, right? And you'll be loyal to every fucking body in the world.
Pretty much.
Look at that. Pretty
That's
much.
Don't
don't
let that go over your head.
Don't let it go over your head. Don't. If you ask me for something and I be like, nope, because I ain't gonna do it, I just dealt with you fair. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you yeah and I don't do it, that's when I did you dirty.
Right.
So y'all gotta know that. Like, loyalty is just something that somebody has, and you don't kind of have the right to ask for that. Now, as a man dealing with a woman, the only reason he has the right to ask for that is because, what's my job? I gotta do everything. Like I gotta like get the money. I gotta die if you know.
Those two big things right there.
That's fine. That's fine, because that's what I'm going to do anyway. Like, right? But if you want to be here benefiting from that, yeah, you got to, at least for the time that you here, right? You got to be with my program and nobody else's program. Nobody else. Not even police, CIA, nobody else's program. Not the courts, not the government. You got, if you want to be here benefiting from my egotism and narcissism, right? Then you gotta, you gotta be my cheerleader. Only me. And then, right? If you get tired of it or you don't like the program, then Goddamn, we have a sit down in the meeting and we figure out how to, unravel our lives from each other in a reasonable and fair fashion, and then you move on, right? But that's how you deal with people fair, right? With all that loyalty, like just for the sake of saying the word shit,
Mm-hmm.
that shit, it's not a word to play with. Like, that's why niggas don't see their family when they go to prison, because that shit, how they gonna be loyal to you? They got kids, they got their own. Like, what the fuck they supposed to do for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they do, then you be like, all right, and then you gotta be appreciative, because that is loyalty. But yo, if they don't, or they do the bare minimum or whatever the fuck, you can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? I know I came home. I made sure I didn't come home with those feelings, because I realized a lot of that. I learned a lot of that. Like that when I saw that, yeah, it was a moment. I'm like, oh man, people this and people that. But I'm like, what they fucking supposed to do? Stop living? Like, cause you. As a matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say I was ever like people this and people that. I knew that from the jump, cause I remember telling your brother's mother, like, yo, shit looking pretty bad.
It's getting rough out here.
I think you might want to just, get your headset for, and I'm like, yo, you don't, just because I got to stop living, you ain't got to stop living. I think I told us some shit like, if nigga give you some money, just, you could, just don't forget about me as a friend type shit.
Like a little dub or something.
Right.
Especially
that's about
back
all
then.
I could expect, right? That's what more could I expect from a young lady trying to live her life, and you know what I mean?
Right, and got you as a burden on the back, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't be mad like that.
We gotta live in reality. That was an earlier first season episode. Gotta be based in reality. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make your decisions, and especially when you're dealing with your emotions, you gotta check it with reality.
Yeah, and so taking that and bringing it back to the situation, at hand, the conversation at hand, Puff is an example of somebody who, it's funny because logic, right? I talk about logic and the connection of logic and God, and that being one of the closest things that you could just be like, that's God, right?
Right.
But logic has a lot of different levels. And what I mean when I say that is, what's a good example? Because it gets difficult, but let's say, you get in a situation where short-term gain, right? If you look at it from let's say you figured out, I don't know, where you keep his stash or some shit, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Let's say you figured it out. I'm trying to think of a good example, but this is the best example I could think of the short money, long money thing. Now, basic animalistic logic would say, well, I only make, I don't know, 5,000 a week fucking with this nigga. If I go do this jokes and shit, I get, I don't know, 100,000, 200,000, some shit.
Yep.
Basic mathematics would be like, well, go get the 200,000, because that's what,
It's more than what I'm more than what I got.
More than what I got or what I'm currently getting. All right. So logic, right? Levels, right? If you just thinking, that's actually a logical equation. If you don't consider shit else, right?
Yeah, if you don't consider none of the other issues.
Right, on a base, base animalistic 1 + 1 baby level, that's logical. On the base level, that's a calculation that makes sense. But when you start processing more in life, time, consequence, these different aspects, your level of logic is supposed to
go up because at that point now it becomes a more complex equation. And all right, boom. So getting back to Puff, this is a man who just his logic didn't grow high enough, especially for where he was, his position of leadership, right? How nobody getting paid? Niggas was
Literally, niggas was doing work. This nigga went and did about 2-year album project. First off, what the fuck a nigga look like going with another nigga for almost 2 years and working on an album called The Love Album?
The Love Album, like you exclusive. Like, nigga, this was a love affair. We made beautiful music together, literally.
This nigga said, "Hey, yo, man, don't. What did he say? He said, don't ruin the image that I have of you, G." Here's some shit like that.
Pause. Ew.
I say, yo,
Pause.
you gotta feel violated, little Rod, and not to make fun of you, man, because that's fucked up, you know. But
I mean,
I said if I would have woke up, nigga, next to me, I'm in Miami or whatever, man, you gonna die in your mansion, bro. You die.
fuck is you doing? Like, what you doing?
I'm gonna run off with that 29 out the safe, my nigga, because you dying in your mansion.
There's certain shit as a man
you gotta do.
You just can't duck, right? You can't duck certain shit as a man and remain in the man club. Like it just doesn't work like that. Like certain shit you are obliged to do.
I know
do or die. You know what I mean?
Is making fun of Andrew Tate because he got beat up. But this nigga went out and fought. You know what I'm saying? He fought.
Right. Yeah, I seen that shit too.
We got a bunch of niggas in the industry right now getting diddled. And these niggas is supposedly real niggas to y'all. Like, y'all don't know. Think about this for a second. I'm sorry. Because, you know, they told you about all the projects that they had video recorded evidence of, bro. They can't tell you anything that they don't have actual evidence about. So think about all the other niggas he flew out to his house, had them do weekly projects, woke up high off the pink cocaine and don't know what's going on. They next to him. It's a lot of your favorite rappers. It's a lot of your favorite
Batman.
It's a lot of your favorite influencers and
Batman them. Blood clot Batman.
You know, so let's put that in perspective for y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? We made a joke. We saying the diddler and all of that. Like this nigga was really a diddler. Like he was
really the diddler, yo. That was the diddler, yo.
That was the
diddler. He's the super villain of rap. The diddler. It's the diddler. Yo. This nigga was getting away with ungodly shit.
Somebody put this nigga in the box.
That's why he was throwing the phone and shit. Whatever I want, I get.
Right.
That nigga's the diddler, B. And it's crazy because, you know, these niggas.
Paper gangster.
These niggas. It's that combination too. Nigga has some power. Not all of it though. He has some money, good money. Not all of it though, but you know what I mean? Enough. You know what I'm saying? It's just like these niggas, man. And then they be out here fronting, and that'd be the worst shit. Like y'all men, and then kids
get the action
because you're in that space, and now you know. Kids
all the traits they picked up
right.
was fall traits of manhood.
Right. And you know, you fucking it up. And that's when you get worse because, you know, I know this concept. This is another biblical concept that ends up being a thing in hip hop that I figured out. And that is, all right, and I'm going to make this connection, and it's a little bit deep, right? But
this thing in front of me, this thing called the microphone, right? It's a big thing in hip hop. And niggas don't want you touching this shit a lot, right?
Right.
MC, it's a thing around this. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. You don't pick up no fucking microphone, bro, and say no bullshit. That's kind of a cardinal sin. I know y'all don't think so. I know you think I'm just talking, right? But let me show you how. When you pick up this fucking microphone and amplify your voice, whether it's in a pulpit, on a stage, or even right here in front of what we doing right here, you're taking up a responsibility. Cause what you're doing is you amplifying your voice, and whatever the shit that you saying, if it's not right, you impacting the minds of others. All right? That's called a false prophet. And Revelations talks about the last days being full of false prophets. And I realized one day, I'm sure Most High said, yeah, you see all of them niggas up there talking, all them bitches, saying all that bullshit, and affecting the minds of people and getting cult followings and all of this shit. You're gonna have to answer for that, guys. Newsflash. When you pick up this microphone, you better fucking know what you're saying. Yeah. Because you're responsible for it in an amplified way at that point. Okay? And that's something nobody told y'all, but that was in hip-hop. And again, this is all these different things is my evidences that this is where God moved and hid the church. You know what I'm saying? Because it was being infiltrated by a lot of fucking bullshit-ass forces. And the same bullshit-ass forces came right for hip-hop. Okay? So this is a little more serious than you niggas think, and this is why I had to do this one. I think it's a good way to tie it all together for you niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know?
A nigga like Puff Creflo Dollar right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all niggas the same aesthetic. You see that? What's in the church? Yeah, nobody even take that bullshit serious, but there's the zombies that's still there. What are y'all now? That's the same aesthetic. Y'all have to stop falling for the same dumb shit every fucking time. Reality don't change like that. The principles don't change. You got to have your priorities together. You understand what I'm saying? Reality comes first. Yes, we can have nice things. Yes, we can dance. We can fuck. We can play. We can do all of that shit. Once we take care of business.
Business come first.
Business first. And sometimes business is bloody and gory.
Take long and all, but it gotta come first.
Yeah, it got to come first. Well, I'm celebrating for, and I'm a slave. We slaves celebrating. What did we just accomplish today?
Nothing. We ain't got no accomplishments. We getting drunk though.
Oh, man, I mean, we all do it, but we gotta think. We gotta know what's going on. And on that note, got anything to add on to, son?
No, I mean, I'll just be having commentary about the shit, but I can't even really think of nothing.
That's all right. It's all right. This all happened before your time too. So but it was good because I wanted you to see some of the history and even some of the images. Some of the images.
I got to see a archetype of a nigga, a nerd turned savage.
Oh. And you know what Kurt said? That really, I'm sorry, because I was asking you, but you just set this off in my head. Remember when that nigga said that Puff was jealous of Pop because Puff was a manipulator and Pac just had charisma. He said anybody who get that thing, that wave, that wealth, that power and shit, and it's just natural. Anybody that has to, they might have it too, but they have to get it by manipulation. They still jealous. Yeah. That shit was deep, because that's true. I've experienced that. Like, people who have, when you got charisma as a man, or you just got, you know, a certain, niggas hate, they have more than you, and they hate. Niggas be having more than me. Like, niggas be having way more than me, and hate, yo. I just be like, yo, what? And I understand it though, because these niggas be having to sell themselves. They wish they could be what they really want to look like and be, and still have the things that they have, but they can't. They can't be their real self and have the way they set themselves up, right? They can't be their real self and have those things. But anyway, yeah, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Definitely.
Good shit.
You know, throw in your 2 cents about the diddler.
Yeah, man. Let me know what you think about it. What you think about my take. There's probably a bunch more I could say about that shit, but
really,
this work.
I said really.
Yeah,
you dissected. This was, like I said, a quick one we threw together. We'd have to, we could really go through and do an episode about an episode, or 2 episodes in one type shit.
Right, and kind of get into detail with certain shit.
That nigga had his supervillain story kicks off with him killing 9 people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or was 13? I forgot.
No, you was right. 9.
It was 9. I think
9 died, and then there was a bunch of injured. But I was like, yo, that sounded kind of, you talking about them sacrifice ritual, because he said, and that's what made Puff super famous and all of that. That really where his star started, from them people.
Yeah, niggas like 9 people died getting to a party. I gotta go to his parties. Like, it's almost like when the dope man kill a dope fiend. They like, I gotta get that dope. That shit.
I heard that nigga died off that blue magic. I got to have some of that.
I'm gonna just take half and half of what he took. I'm gonna be all right. Like,
yo, this is the psychosis of niggas. Yo,
said, I gotta get in that party. They died by getting stomped on. Can you imagine that? That means you was at the window. You said, ooh. And then niggas just like, bro, that's crazy.
Foot
to
straight footwork. Got down in that stairwell, them doors didn't open. Niggas, oh shit. Yeah, niggas start tap dancing on you. You better be strong now. You can stay on your feet. No, if you fuck, bitch. No, if you fuck. Yo, and then the nigga did the greaseball shit. He said, Kurt said he put everything in his mom's name to make sure he had to pay them niggas.
Yeah, like,
yo, nobody got paid with this nigga.
Never, nobody ever. This nigga got a long list of people to pay. Like, that's a real saying.
Hey, and you know what this shit is? He spent all that money on this case.
On the lawyers.
That shit works. You see how this shit works? Because the equation always balance out. But see, you niggas always play it to where the devil wins and everybody loses.
Yeah, because I was about to say, the money changers got that shit.
Yeah, pay your fucking people, because it's coming anyway. You gonna pay. And if you don't pay the right way, you gonna pay the wrong way, nigga. And y'all niggas don't get that shit. I don't know why you don't see that shit about life. But, nigga, if you don't pay up front, you gonna pay on the back end. And that motherfucker gonna hit you with interest. That's how the devil work. That's always why he want to give you something up front. Like the credit card, all of that shit, it's a technique. It's how it works. God wants you to pay on the front end, right? Because then you free. That nigga, he wants you to pay on the back end. Look what happened. Pay them people. Because look, now you paying them people. And and they not our people. You fucking faggot ass nigga.
No.
Pay people. Play fair with each other. Children.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. All right, my computer about to die. Listen, check out First Son, HeruTheFirstSon.com, fucking Bandcamp. Look up Heru the First Son. Check out the music, yo. Like, comment, subscribe. Son, we got shit coming. We gonna keep it moving, man. Like, we got more for y'all, but gotta throw some interest behind it. You heard? It's there though. Father, Son, Trolley goes, y'all. We out.
Peace.